You could still go to the pub in Greater Manchester tonight after talks broke down this afternoon over an offer of extra cash to support restrictions that local politicians say was made by officials but then withdrawn by ministers.
There was talk this morning of a discretionary fund that could have been given to us as a hardship fund that we could then use locally to bridge that gap between the 67 and 80% furlough and the other places where there was a gap. That just wasn't put on the table at that meeting, despite us receiving some noises out of government earlier in the day that was something we were likely to hear about.
Officials in Whitehall dispute the account of local leaders, but whoever is right, lives are being lost. 3 days ago, 98-year-old Hilda Wally died in a Preston nursing home. Her grandson's wife had to tell her children.
My 6-year-old daughter, when I told her on Saturday morning, she burst into tears and she just said that her wish hadn't come true. And I said, "Oh, what are you wishing about?" And she said, "Oh, I wish every night that none of my family or friends die."
Ministers had already hinted they could impose restrictions on Greater Manchester without the support of local politicians.
I've written this evening to the Mayor of Greater Manchester and to local leaders in the city region to say that if we're not able to reach agreement by noon tomorrow, then with deep regret I'll have to advise the Prime Minister that we're not able to reach an agreement at this time.
Downing Street said Manchester's intensive care units had already reached 40% of the numbers seen during the first peak. That on current projections, all their existing intensive care wards would be full by next Wednesday and all potential surge capacity full by the 12th of November. But local politicians and medics say that's not right.
No, I don't think we are running out of beds. We have very detailed escalation plans. We have more capacity that can come on stream. We've protected a lot of capacity for our patients with non-COVID conditions. And so at the moment we are completely in control.
But businesses, particularly in hospitality, need urgent care.
It's just slowly draining all the lifeblood out of our business.
Do you think the Mayor, Andy Burnham, is doing the right thing?
I think he's done a good job. I think it's now time all of us get round the table and make a decision today.
And should politicians need any reminder of what's at stake, Bolton MP Yasmin Qureshi has been admitted to hospital with COVID-19. There is pressure on all sides to get a deal before the pandemic gets worse.